Right now, rescuers are desperately searching for more survivors of that devastating condo collapse in Surfside.
At least 10 people now confirmed dead. 151 more people are still missing as those rescue efforts stretch well into day 5 now. Good evening, I'm Todd McDermott.
And I'm Felicia Rodriguez. Thank you for joining us. There is still hope. There may be people alive under all of that rubble. We have team coverage tonight. Both our reporters live in Surfside.
We're going to begin with Terry Parker. She has more on the search for survivors and the search for answers. Terry.
Right, the rain has been hampering this still urgent search into its 5th day. But as you heard those officials just moments ago say, they're not giving up hope, and no effort is not being spared to make sure that they do everything they can. Today, rescuers explained to us that they are moving very slowly. They are actually picking up each piece of concrete and rubble by hand, sometimes with equipment, piece by piece, slowly, still hoping that they might find some survivors.
This morning, we did recover another body. That brings the count to 10.
And the grim mission to rescue any trapped survivors continues without pause. More than 300 rescue workers from around the state, Mexico and Israel are methodically going through the giant pile of debris at the base of the Champlain Tower South, using their hands to dig and heavy equipment to carefully lift up portions of debris.
It's not an issue of we could just attach a couple of cords to a concrete boulder and lift it and call it a day. We're digging through, again, rubbles of concrete, the size of basketballs, the size of baseballs.
Fire rescue officials tell us they can't go any faster. For one thing, it's extremely dangerous. Victims' families watched one rescuer fall 25 feet down the mound over the weekend. They are using cameras to look into holes where survivors could be, but caution, they have not seen any people and are not sure what sounds they are hearing with sonar.
It's not sounds of people talking or yelling out. As I've mentioned to the families, it could be a tap, it could be a scratch. It may be nothing more than some of the metal that's contorting.
No survivors have been pulled from the wreckage since Thursday, the day of the collapse. But officials say they are definitely not stopping the rescue mission and are committed to going on as long as it takes to ensure no one alive is still trapped under the rubble.
The search continues and it will not stop until there's a resolution.
And we've learned today that a task force that also investigated 9/11 is coming on scene. They will do a preliminary investigation, fact-finding mission, and then they will decide if a full investigation is warranted. But the Miami-Dade mayor tells us that the first priority is to find any remaining survivors, and the second priority is to give support to their families who are still desperately clinging to hope. Live in Surfside, I'm Terry Parker, WPBF 25 News.
Terry, thank you. Lawsuits against the Champlain Tower South Condo Association have already been filed on behalf of residents. In a newly filed lawsuit against the Condominium Association, South Tower resident Steve Rosenthal, who survived the collapse, says the association knew or should have known the entire structure was deteriorating. The lawsuit claims the condo association was preparing to start a new construction project to make updates, and the building had been through extensive inspections. Construction plans had already been submitted to the town, but according to the lawsuit, the only work that had begun was on the roof. At this point, officials have not determined the cause of the collapse and if anyone is at fault.
Tonight, the memorial for those still unaccounted for is still growing. Friends, family, and strangers paying tribute as rescuers work around the clock, as we've said, to find the people in that rubble. More family members of the missing visited the site today after about 200 saw the damage for themselves over the weekend. Our Gianna Caserta is at the Family Unification Center tonight. That's where families have been gathering for the last few days. Gianna?
Yeah, Todd, we are on day 5 of this search, which means these family members, they have waited 5 days to find out any piece of information about their missing loved ones. We also saw community members come here to just show their support for those who are still unaccounted for.
She lived on the 10th floor of the building. That her unit is completely collapsed. The entire section of that building is collapsed. Today we were able to see the rubble and we saw how hard they were working, so we're still hopeful.
Anisabella Cardozo's Aunt Maria is one of the many unaccounted for. Like many other family members, she and her sister Amelia were bused to the site from the reunification center.
It was tragic. It was really hard to see up close. There's a lot of rubble.
Family and friends waiting for answers are holding on to hope as crews meticulously sift through the rubble.
A very nice guy, such a nice guy, such a lovely guy. You could not even imagine.
Irina Poliskaya is talking about her physician, Dr. Ruslan Manasharov, who is still missing along with his wife after the Champlain Tower South condominium collapsed. She says he and his new bride had just moved into the towers about 2 months ago.
We're going to the site to put those flowers because our doctor is missing.
Yeah. Your mom been missing, yeah. He was our physician for a year. And she is among the missing
people, yeah.
And for many of these family members, of course, seeing that site today makes it all more real. But they're saying they are still holding out hope their loved ones will be found alive. Reporting live from Surfside tonight, I'm Gianna Caserta, WPBF 25 News.
Gianna, thank you. If you or anyone you know is having trouble getting in contact with family, write this number down that's on your screen. This is the reunification line families can call. It's 305-614-1819. If your family members are accounted for, officials want to know that as well.
As rescue teams comb through the rubble, Man's best friend is there too to hopefully point them in the right direction. This is Oreo. She has been on that site of the collapse since Friday, helping. Oreo is a highly trained dog from Mexico, and her handler says her small size is key in this type of situation.
Actually, she can go wherever she wants. That's one of the things of the size. That's why I like it very much. Is that he can go into cribs, into voids that big dog would normally don't go, and also because of the weight, she can go in other places that have more instability that another dog cannot go.
In certain spurts of time, you don't let her spend all day inside the site. You have to have her work for 4 hours and remove her. So how many times we back and forth?
Oreo and her handler have been working around the clock like so many others to find survivors. When asked how long they plan to stay on site, he said, until we are done.
If you'd like to help by donating, we've listed different ways you can do that on our website, WPBF.com. You can also find those resources on our free app. You can download that by pointing your phone camera at the QR code that you see right here on your screen.